This one is also a no cooling call, or he sets it on 77 and it's not keeping up. It's a package unit. Let's see what's going on. Don't hear the compressor. I don't hear the compressor, and it's blowing kind of cold air out the top. I'm gonna go get my knee pad and I'll be right back. That furnace ain't looking so good. This right here makes me think it's got a tiny little zip tie. That heat exchanger has not been replaced. First, let's see why the air conditioner is not working. Hold on just a second. Oh, let me, that must be my fan. Compressor is running. Let's check pressures real quick. Whew. That is quite low, and it makes me wonder if the blower is running. Now this is an ECM motor, but we use the same old board. So what they do is they use low voltage for most speeds, but for heat it sends 240 volts to this coil and passes low voltage to the motor. Let's go check that motor real quick. I already see ice. It's frozen slap up, but the motor is running. These markings lead me to believe it has at least, the heat exchanger has at least been checked. We got something tied into our power here. Going down here. Well. I believe this is going to be low on Freon because we have a section here that's not iced at all. I mean, that could be a restricted coil, but I don't think so. We're about to find out. Oh my, is that all the water pressure I've got? That's a lot of ice. It's gonna take me a while. 20 minutes later, let's go do the other side. All right, blue is on 3 and red is on 1. That drain was not draining at all until I blew it out. You don't have to remove this to thaw this out, but I also want to look at that heat exchanger. Got a stainless heat exchanger. Out here, I was talking to him. He's barbecuing some pork chops and some other things, some sausage, and he had kind of a clear looking barbecue sauce, and I asked him what it was, and he said it's apple juice and apple vinegar. And you know, down here in Georgia they like their very sweet tomato based barbecue sauce, and I'm from South Carolina. They like the mustard base, and my preference is mustard base or maybe vinegar with some heat. I don't like the mustard base that the big companies make that have sugar in it. I don't like that. A plain mustard based sauce, I love it. What kind of barbecue sauce do y'all eat? Back to the video. That little bit of ice is just in the drain pan. Almost everything's off. Let's put it back together, crank it up, and see how it does. I'm gonna leave that off, that panel right there, in case I gotta do a leak search. It's 78 degrees outside. It's kind of cool inside. Whew. That pressure ain't no better than what I saw a little while ago. I mean, maybe a little bit. Still well below freezing. A, yeah, 23.6 degrees. All right, let's shut it off and do a leak search. I didn't notice that this had been leaking. All right, let's do our leak search. Start over here. I'm on parts per million. It seems like with the older leak detectors, this is an infrared, but if I had one of the heated diodes, if it was leaking, you would almost always find it right here. But I'm finding I have better success if I search behind the tube sheet here with this one. I have learned to try and not get the tip of this wet. It really messes with it sometimes. That insulation's kind of in the way on that part of the coil. Let's go on the other side. Man, I'm not picking up anything. Nothing in here. Let's look down in here real quick. I've got those and my probes on them, so I don't know if they're leaking or not. Yeah, I'll never find out. Alright, I thought I had a little something there. That is real close to where my probes are. And one of my probes was leaking now. Till I tightened it up. Wow, we got 2 shredders in here. That looks like this compressor's been changed. Y'all see that fitting right there? Looks like it goes from 1/2 inch down to 3/8. That's not factory. And a whole lot else to check other than them shredders. Y'all excuse me. I haven't had anything to eat today. Alright, I'm going to let it sit for just a second and come back to it. I'm going to try to look at the front of this heat exchanger. That's too long. Got me a short and stubby here. I actually bought this. This is a 1/4 inch short and stubby. I bought it just to work on Rheem furnaces, not particularly for this reason, but some of the regular furnaces, not a package unit. You need something like this to get the burners out. Still tight. I think those are good. I just didn't find a leak. Yeah, this is the part of the heat exchanger on these stainless exchangers that can fail. Some of you may think, well, don't go poking on it, you're gonna make a hole. But I'm not poking that hard. And if I can make a hole with what I'm doing right here, it needs to be changed. I've talked about this before, but these rust like this so bad. And here's the reason. These tubes down here, the heat exchanger, when it's running in cooling, they're full of hot air. So that cold air is blowing over these tubes and water condenses in them. And if the water don't run out in here and in here, it's going to build up in the heat exchanger, and the first time you try to fire it up, there's going to be water in your heat exchanger. So when this is level, it is designed for water to come out of the heat exchanger in here and down here. That's why you see all this water damage. It's just, that's the way it's designed. All right, we're about to find out if it's just low on Freon or if the coil's restricted. The only reason I mentioned the coil might be restricted because of how it iced up. I thought that was an air conditioner smoking. It's your barbecue. Let's see if we can do any good now. I've got that panel off over there, so we're bringing in like 83-degree air. That is, wait a minute, more right here. That's a problem with having a bunch of these. You might leave one turned off. Charging. I'm up to 32 degrees. Yeah, it's like 72 degrees inside, or at least it was. So I'm leaving that panel off so I can get a good warm return air. To about 38 degrees saturation temperature. I'm gonna charge it just a little bit more. Yeah, I saw that smoke and I was like, oh my God, something's on fire. Let's put the panel back on. pressure didn't go down very much, which is good. I'm gonna charge it just a little bit more. That coil actually looks nice and clean. I can live with that. Well guys, that call took me about 2 hours, and I think I could have fixed a leak in 2 hours, but I feel like I was pretty thorough and I didn't really find anything, so that's why I charged it up. I try not to charge the system up unless I do a leak search. Maybe if it's just a little bit low, I might not do one. I know that sometimes when we get in a hurry, we want to just, you fix a different problem, then you find out that it's low on Freon and you want to just charge it up and go, or maybe you haven't got authorization for the Freon. I do like to do a leak search before I charge it up though. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you on the next one.